There we go.
The ultimate fishing experience is brought to you by Lund Boats. This week on the ultimate fishing experience, it's a fall free-for-all. For many sportsmen, the turning leaves indicate the time of plenty. There's so much to do and so little time. Bucks on the ruts, upland game to flush, waterfowl on their migration south, and the fish are on the feed bag in preparation for a long winter below the ice. As the days shorten, it's hard this time of year to get everything you would like to do packed in one day. But hunting and fishing aficionados Scott and Marty Glorvigen are going to try their best. Sunrise greets Scott and Marty with the fighter jets of the winged world, diver ducks.
That's what it's all about right there. You know, look at the mature beaks on those two males.
Followed by some midday walleyes on the prowl.
Nice healthy fall walleye to go with our fall escapade of shooting ducks.
And ending with deep water crappies schooled so tight, they block out the screen.
You got one double. Got one. Look at that one. Huh? Can't beat that now, can you? No.
So it's time to load up the rods, minnows, guns, and dog. For it's fall, and there's no time to rest. For a long winter is right around the corner, so there'll be plenty of time for that.
Shoot ducks in the morning, catch walleyes, and then get a living of crappies to cook. You can't beat it.
No, you can't. What a special time of year.
Yeah, it is.
This is the time of year that Marty and I absolutely love. It's fall, it's time to go duck hunting, it's time to go fishing, and if you're rigged out right and you have the right boat, you can go do both on the same given day. And we're gonna chase some ducks, and we're gonna chase some walleyes and some crappies. And what's nice is the fact that I've got this 16-foot Alaskan rigged, so I can go out and not compromise my duck hunting because I've got the flip over blind and I've got all the gear and the decoys and everything, and I've got my rods and reels and bait along with me as well. So whatever the opportunity presents, we're gonna go have fun doing it in our Lund, Alaska. Chicken on the road, we'll see if we can get them. There you go. Chicken 1, hunter 0. Explain why you have the decoy set up the way you set them up, Scott.
Well, a lot of people when they want to hunt divers or they're out there, they think ducks are ducks, and they're different. Mallards, and you can think of it this way, mallards and puddle ducks typically rise and fall like a helicopter. Divers are like jet fighters. They got to have a runway to come into and a runway to go out of. And what I do is I set up upwind, I'll set the head of the decoy, then set a gap where you're going to be hunting, giving them plenty of space to land, and then put a string way out downwind from that, so when those birds are approaching, they can line up on that string, which sits right dead center into the gap. It's like a jet coming down a runway. They're always going to come into the wind, that string allows them to set up on the gap, and you give them that opening, it'll guide them right in.
What do we have out here? A couple dozen or three dozen?
Here comes one.
2 for 2, brother. Heck!
And did you notice that? They came right into the gap, just like they're supposed to.
Come right down the old runway.
Good girl. Good girl. Come on, girl. Come on. Come on, girl. There you go. Good girl.
Couple of ringbills and bluebills are definitely, you know, the king of the diving ducks. And you know, you mix in a few redheads or canvasback and that's bonus, but that's what it's all about right there. You know, look at the mature beaks on those two males.
They're gorgeous.
The
birds.
drakes. Yeah, gorgeous birds. Beautiful.
Closed captioning brought to you by Mercury Marine, #1 on the water.
And ringers, the one thing about them is typically you'll see lots of ringbills early on in the season. They provide you with some really good shooting, and as you get later into the migration, they're the ones that kind of first start to leave, but then your other divers will be right behind them typically. So fun duck to shoot, fast. They come in like a rocket ship, and you can look like a trick shooter at times, and there's times you can look like an idiot.
My theory is, you know, shoot lots, and you'll increase your odds of bringing home more ducks.
I know I've gainfully employed a lot of people that Federal ammunition, Remington ammunition, Winchester ammunition. I've never claimed to be a great shot, but I like to shoot.
Yeah.
Two coming up behind us. Yep. Here they come. Ready. Saving shells? I got him, but he's out there a little ways.
Yeah, Stingo coming down the shoreline.
Yep. We're gonna hammer at him. Ready? Score!
Nicely done. Let's go. Let's go out and get those two cripples.
There you go. Back.
A lot of times when you're shooting divers and they land way out and you know, going chasing down cripples, safety is of the utmost, without a doubt, when you're picking those cripples up. And you know, biggest thing is make sure you get your flotation, your life jacket on. This is a float coat. That whenever the boat's moving, I have it on. And a lot of times I hunt with it. Today it's a little bit nicer, and when we're in the weeds, I'll take it off just from a comfort perspective. But you should always wear your flotation. And then when you're moving around, guns unloaded, come to a complete stop, and then the guy up front is the only shooter. Never have two shooters in the boat when you're shooting cripples, because things can get confusing, can get chaotic. And you just have to be real safe. We're getting a variety of ducks here, brother. That's a nice mature bufflehead, another diving duck.
This is very typical of diver hunting open water. Is you'll shoot a variety of birds from buffleheads.
We get three ringbills or three ringnecks and one bluebill and one bufflehead. So
if you get a canvasback and a redhead, we've got it covered.
Yeah, exactly. So let's get back to the blind and see if we can't get a few more ducks.
We're managing to bang a few, so.
You know, it's really not about the limit. It's getting out and getting a few. Dog gets a retrieve and does what she loves to do, and we'll just keep poking at a few more.
Yeah. Here it comes, here it comes, here it comes, here it comes. There he goes.
There he goes. Well, that didn't work, brother.
get ready. Here comes Buffy. Here comes Buffy. Will you game hog? Back! Was that one shot?
That was one shot.
That means I got him on the first shot?
Got him on the first shot. There she goes. Well, nice shot, brother.
Good girl. Well,
There you go.
another bufflehead.
Bufflehead, little hen. That gives us a limit of ducks. One limit anyways. What do you think?
Well,
you think we should take advantage of the nice weather and go chase some crappies or walleyes?
For a bluebird day, be able to shoot a half a limit of ducks to mix diver bag. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, I think we should pick the decoys up and let's go see if we can catch some crappies and walleyes and kind of make this a pretty special fall afternoon.
Yeah, let's do that.
One of the really nice things about a shallow water anchor, and this happens to be the Camel Talon made by Minn Kota. It's a 10-foot Talon. It's a spike that goes down into the bottom, which is a wonderful set in decoys. One of the biggest challenges that you have to get a nice set, especially when you're putting out diver decoys, is maintaining boat control. I can just spike down, throw the decoys out, pick them up, and then move to the next spot and without a lot of effort. And also, it's a lot safer when you can do it this way as well. You got them just about all of them there, Martin?
Yeah.
We'll raise it up. We'll just kick her in gear and we'll slide farther down the line to get more decoys.
Come on, let's go. Come on. Come on, hot dog. Am I guiding you or are you guiding me?
I guess I'll be the fishing guide as well as the waterfowl guide.
Brought the dog for good luck. See if she can't find a few walleyes for us. Get us on a school. Come on, Bailey. What do you think? Time to go catch a few fish.
There we go.
Got one?
Yep, grab the net there, Martin. Mark that fish and you whacked it. There we go.
Nice fish.
Nice fish, nice fish. Let me get a hold of him here out of the net.
Nice, healthy, fat fall fish. Look at the color on them.
There he
Really
is,
nice.
real chunko, like that. You know, one thing about walleyes in the fall, they like to set up on those steep breaks. The lake's turned over, and that's where the warm water has settled down. It's kind of homogenized, and actually some of the warmest water is at the bottom. But out here, we're fishing off this point, and it's a big rock spine that runs across the lake here. Typically, when you're fishing in the fall, you want to fish those steep breaks. You'll get a lot of nice looking fish like that, and you can see how fat and chunky that fish is that's a gorgeous, gorgeous fish.
6 ducks, 1 walleye. That's a good start to the day.
You bet. A couple things that I really like about this Alaskan is, first off, with the open floor plan, I can do just about anything I want. If we're out here hunting like we were this morning, it's a flat floor. You don't have to worry about tripping over anything. In the way I fitted this flip over blind to the deck in the back and then bolted it to the front, it doesn't get in the way at all. I still have access to my rod storage on this side of the boat. We can cover it up with the strap and the tarp, and it's totally out of the way. And when I'm traveling down the road, I can put the travel cover on it, throw my decoys in there, whatever gear I want, and I don't have to worry about it getting dirty or messy or rain or snow on it. And then the other aspect of it is it has a tremendous amount of storage. On the right side and left side, I can put all my ropes and bumpers, and I actually got 2 batteries in there. And then over here, I have a great big live well that I can put bait in or put my fish in. And on the side over here, I can stack a ton of rods, or if I need to, I can put my shotguns in there.
What I like about the Alaskan, it's a utility boat. The camouflage on the outside and the olive drab on the inside. The guy might not have the disposable income and has to pick one product. And if you're doing a lot of things throughout the year, it's hard to beat the Alaskan without a doubt. Good one, brother.
That one? All right, I'll put this rod down. We'll get the net.
Another big one on the screen there, about 27
Oh, Bailey.
foot here.
Bailey, move.
Oh yeah.
Mushrooms are. Nice big fish. Nice big fish. Chunky one. There you go.
Nice healthy fall walleye to go with our fall escapade of shooting ducks. So
Good
that's what
fish.
it's all about. To get that one back in it.
The walleye fishing's been okay, but I think we want to go chase some crappies. These days, with ethanol blended fuels, it's more important than ever to add fuel enhancers to keep your boat and outboard running at peak performance. This is especially true for motors that sit for a long period of time, like my hunting boat here. Mercury has 3 fuel additives that help you stay on the water all season long. Quick Care, add to every fill-up, helps control corrosion, gum and varnish buildup, and phase separation associated with ethanol blended fuel. Quick Clean, for use as needed throughout the boating season. Aggressive cleaners work to quickly and thoroughly remove carbon deposits from carburetors and injectors, intake valves, spark plugs, piston crowns, and cylinder heads. And Quick Store, add to fuel before long-term storage of your engine. It prevents regular and ethanol blended fuel from breaking down and oxidizing in your tank. A little preventative maintenance will save you a lot of grief and big bucks in the long run. Wow, there is a few fish there. You know, one of the things that happens at this time of year after turnover is the crappies will move off the shoreline areas and they move out into the basin areas. And typically that's going to be those deeper 30-foot, 40-foot, maybe 50-foot basins. And the crappies will go out there and suspend. Then it's just a matter of using your sonar. And when you see in those arcs sitting in that water column, basically from about 18 foot to about 35 foot where you'll see a lot of those fish, simply put it in neutral, put your electric trolling motor down, and you want to be as vertically as possible, lowering those baits down to those fish, putting it right in front of their face. And typically they'll be fairly catchable at that time of the year.
2 techniques that we like to use is a live bait rig, and I'm just taking a fireball jig like this and putting a crappie minnow on it. Scott's using a reaction type bait where he's using a puppet minnow. Because these fish are deep and we're trying to stay vertical, we're going with a heavier weighted jig. This is a 16th ounce. Scott, same thing there, 16th to an 1/8 ounce. So those are the 2 techniques, and we'll see what the fish want, and then we'll dial it in from there.
There we go. Just like ice fishing. Got it. You got one? Double.
Got one.
Look at that one. Huh?
Oh, nice.
That's a nice crappie, isn't it?
Great fall fishing.
The big old crappie.
Another one.
Look at them. Oh. Can't beat that now, can you?
No, that's
You know,
get enough for a meal, and that'd be a great day.
it's really important when you're out fishing like this. Drop another waypoint on top of them, and you'll build on the unit. You'll kind of build a pattern, and they may be just migrating, milling around down there, moving from one spot to the other. So once you mark those fish, putting waypoints on every time you see them, you'll kind of develop a pattern how those fish are moving. So don't waste time looking in other places, just kind of keep moving back and forth through those fish. We'll see if we can get one to go here. Raise that bait up a little bit. There we go, there's another one. You're fishing these fish just like it's almost like ice fishing. Boy, is the more vertical you can stay over the top of them, putting that bait. There's another nice crappie.
Slab. Here we got one.
Got
there
him?
we go. There's another one. Man, oh man. Boy, people don't realize how vulnerable these fish can be at this time of year, and you really got to respect the resource. Only
Bailey.
keep what you're
Here
going
they
to eat. Don't fill the freezer. And that's one of those things that you just need to pay close attention to. And again, people think, well, just because there's they're panfish, that there's lots of them. We've seen many times spots get fished out because people just want to keep going back and back. Nothing wrong with keeping them to eat, without a doubt. They're great table fare, and but you just got to respect the resource. It's so much easier this day and age with great mapping and sonar that it's a lot easier to locate the fish and stay on the fish. So we'll have enough for a nice meal.
We're getting there without a doubt. Now here what I'm actually doing with the electric trolling motor, and this is a real important part, is staying over the top of them. And I'm using both my mapping and my sonar. These fish are still moving a little bit, so what I want to do with my electric trolling motor is just kind of hover around them, you know, move back and forth, let the wind push us through the school, and then slide right back up on top of them. And boy, the more you can stay right on top of the fish that you're marking on your sonar, the more chances that you're going to catch those fish.
You can see on the electronics where Scott's jig is going up and down, and you can see the fish that are relating to the jig. So pretty neat time of year to experiment.
Now we're sliding back up on this pot of fish. The other thing that I like when I'm fishing deep water like this and smaller baits is I like fishing a braid. It gives me really good sensitivity, especially when it's a little bit windier. Allows you to feel those little subtle bites. Adam? There we go.
Oh, nice crappie. Nice crappie.
Down there.
There we go.
Got one?
On the board.
Fall is a short season, but it's a special season. Having the right equipment that you can go out and shoot ducks in the morning, catch walleyes, and get a living of crappies to cook, you can't beat it.
No, you can't. What a special time of year.
Yeah, it is. Bailey, what do you think?
Huh? It's not a duck, but it'll do.
Thanks for joining us. If you'd like more information, check out lundboats.com or these other online outlets.